All right, there are a lot of people mad at Pete Buttigieg right now, and I want to talk about it. And before we get too deep into this rabbit hole, yes, I do believe that trans women are women. But here's the deal. I didn't always feel that way. That was me growing as a person. And there are people out there who are still on the edge who need to be coaxed instead of shamed. And I know a lot of you that are absolutists now when it comes to the trans issues weren't always that way either. Because a lot of times when you're on the good side of an issue, you don't want to remember the times when you weren't. And so you try and just push away that part of you. The louder you are at somebody who's on the bad side of the issue now is the more that you feel better about getting rid of that part in you. And just like deconstructing your religion, sometimes you have to deconstruct some of these prejudices that you had. And we have to understand that there's still a lot of people, even on the left, who are completely ignorant to this cause. But that doesn't mean that they're bad people. Most of these people have never met a trans person in real life, so they don't know anything about them. Many of these people grew up in religion just like I did, and they were taught that God does not make mistakes. Men are men and women are women, and there is no in between. And for a lot of these people, just accepting a family member or friend that came out as gay is still kind of a big deal to them. As a society, we're not all going to move towards progress at the same speed, and that's okay. These people aren't hateful, they're just trying to untangle a bunch of bullshit that's been put in their head over time. And unfortunately, politicians like Gavin Newsom and Pete Buttigieg aren't immune to this type of thinking either. And unfortunately, even when people on the left say some ignorant shit, our reaction is usually not a kind one. We attack them for using the wrong language. We shame them for not being evolved enough. But here's the thing about shame. Shame doesn't educate. It hardens people. It pushes them away from the thing that you're trying to get them to see. Sometimes it's even worse than that. Sometimes it just pushes them to the right wing, which is not where we want people to be. We've seen this before. In the right wing, they love this issue. This is their favorite chew toy. You've got a marginalized community that can't really fight back because their numbers are really small, and the people around them still aren't really sure of them yet. But if you remember back, this is exactly how the gay people were treated in the 1980s. People did not want them in the same bathroom as their kids. They didn't want them teaching their kids. They thought gay people were either confused or had some sort of mental disability. So meanwhile, people on the left say if they can't get on board with everything, then we don't need their vote. But how well did that work in the last election? The people in the Middle East that they swore they wanted to protect are suffering way worse now. All I'm saying is that you don't bring somebody out of ignorance by yelling at them. You have to meet them where they are. The goal here is not to be righteous, it's to be effective. And we can't do that with purity tests. We can only do that with patience.